On the off chance Brittany comes too, let's test this hardwire. Whatever. Sure. This is 2.
Hard 2?
Hard 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Seems like it's getting it. All right, cool. So that's 2.
Sorry. That again?
Yep. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, cool. So that. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, it's 7:30 on this Monday night, and we are so close to Thanksgiving, I can literally taste it. But in the meantime, we've got a show to do, and we're going to do it. It's time to find out if you like it or not. I'm producer Chris, and tonight we're talking about solo dining. We are talking about finders keepers, and we're talking about another example of a singer fighting with their fans. If you were watching on Thursday, you know we talked about this exact story, but now here we are again. But before we dive into all of those stories, we need to talk about how you can join us live. So Jim, throw up that graphic. There you go. You see it. We are streaming, as you know, so there are a lot of different ways that you can join the conversation. If you're watching on YouTube, leave some comments in the chat. We'll read those coming up in just a little bit. If you're watching on our website, fox5dc.com, or you're watching Fox Local Mobile on your phone and you want to join the Zoom room, I have a link to that Zoom room posted at the top of my Instagram profile. My Instagram, you see right there, Fox5 Producer Chris. That's also my name on TikTok. That's where we're streaming live behind the scenes for as long as the battery on my phone lasts, which we'll wait and see how long that is. All right, last but not least, if you're watching on the Fox Local app on your connected TV, you can make it a 2-screen experience. Just grab your phone, scan the QR code, get your hot takes ready. We'll check in with everyone in the Zoom room coming up here in just a bit, and I appreciate everybody spending this kickoff to the holiday week here with us. In the meantime, we're also going to say hello to our in-studio guest host. Guy Lambert's going to join us in just a minute. He's just wrapping things up over on the 7 o'clock hour. He just did Do You Like It or Not, which if you watched, you know it got a little spicy. Marina Morocco, I'm looking at you. She knows what she did. In the meantime, we're going to dive in to Thanksgiving off the top of this hour because that's what everybody is ready for. Hopefully, that's what everybody's talking about, or if you're not, that's okay too. But we're not talking about sides or stuffing. We are talking about a debate that pops up every single year, no matter what, even when we know what the experts say. But depending on the size of your bird, you should have already started thawing it. That's a reminder, just in case you didn't. They say for every 4 to 5 pounds, you need like 24 hours. So if your bird's over 10 pounds, you need more than 2 days. But tonight, the debate that we are talking about is whether or not you rinse your poultry. We've heard about this with chicken. Now we're talking about turkey. And to get the first take on this one, we have to bring in Fox 5 Live Zone host Guy Lambert, who didn't show up with any turkey, but he did bring what? What are we?
Flaming hot Cheetos. We just tried this live on Like It or Not.
Flaming hot Cheetos. These are like the naked ones.
Well,
right?
no, these are the actual.
Oh, these are the real ones.
The real ones, the original ones.
Okay.
And you know, if you know me, I love flame. Well, I don't
You love
eat these
Flamin' Hot?
anymore, so yeah, it's like a delicacy right now.
If I ate them, there would be flaming hot something else. That's my TMI for the evening. Guy, we're talking about Thanksgiving. Are you ready for it?
Oh my God, I cannot wait! Flying
What
down
do
to
you
see
do?
my mom
Okay.
in Fort Myers, Florida.
Are you contributing anything to this Thanksgiving meal?
My presents.
Your presents. Okay. All right. But the debate that we're having, and it comes up every year, is whether or not to wash the turkey.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
You like this? Do you like it or not?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
He's a turkey washer.
yeah. I mean, so well, first, obviously, you have to de-thaw it, unthaw
You gotta
it.
thaw it, yeah.
Thaw it out.
Step number one.
And then, yeah, you take lime or lemon, and then, you like you scrub the whole turkey down. And, yeah, I mean, otherwise, salmonella or something like that? Can't you get sick or something like that?
The experts say that you're not supposed to.
Really?
You're just supposed to bake it to the temperature, I think 165 degrees. Do not quote me on that for poultry.
Huh. Okay.
And you should be good to go. But it comes up every single year. So, Allison, we're going to start with you in the Lion Zoom room. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy early Thanksgiving.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Allison's bedroom.
Allison's bedroom. Allison's still on the mend, Guy, just so you know. She just recently had surgery.
Oh, yes. I'm sick, Guy. I'm not crazy. I'm
Well,
just
I'm glad you're doing better.
Yes, thank you. But yeah, you have to wash your turkey. And think about this. Before it gets to you, you don't know what that turkey has experienced. Has it fallen on the floor in the factory? Did somebody spit in it? Did the mouse jump on it? Like, there's so many things that could have happened. You better wash that turkey, wash your chicken, wash everything before you put it in your mouth.
I am fascinated by this. All right, who else do we got? Tanisha is in the Lion Zoom room tonight. Tanisha, thank you so much for joining us, and happy early Thanksgiving.
Definitely washing this chicken and turkey because just like Allison said, you don't know what process this bird has gone through. If it's not broken, don't fix it.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, my grandmother, she washed that chicken and yeah, let's do that.
And it worked. David, are you the cook in the house? Are you the cook in the family?
I'm cooking a turkey this year.
You're cooking the turkey this year. Hopefully, if it's frozen still, you've got it thawing as we speak.
It's coming out. It's coming out of the freezer tomorrow.
Okay.
And then it'll be 2 days before Thursday, Thanksgiving.
Perfect. And do you plan to wash the turkey?
No.
Okay.
No.
Interesting.
It needs to be served au natural.
All natural. So what do you do to the bird to prep it?
Okay, so obviously you make sure that the innards and the neck are removed. Do a little prep with some. I'm gonna do apple, onion, celery.
Wow.
As like a basting sauce. Yep. We got an apple there, Alex. And then I'm gonna cook it. I'm gonna and keep putting the basting sauce on it.
Okay.
That's all.
Melissa shook her head in disgust.
I cannot believe, and I'm sorry, this is just my opinion, but it is disgusting to take something out of a package that's been manufactured and shipped and stored or what have you, and just literally cook it. No, I always rinse out. I don't care what it is, whether it's pork, whether it's red meat, whether it's chicken, turkey. You need to wash your meat. It, like guys said, lime, lemon, vinegar, let it soak. And I got a free turkey, thank God, on Saturday morning. It's thawing out, and then tomorrow I will season it, and it'll sit for 2 days seasoned, and then I'll be able to cook it. But no, to bring something to the table, especially serving it someplace else, and not wash it is unheard of. Heck no.
Okay, interesting. You know how we occasionally do those stories too about people who don't wash their legs or stuff like that?
Yeah.
This seems to be one of those sort of similar situations, I think, because I have never once washed my chicken, my turkey, or anything
Wow.
else. I
Okay.
patted it dry, and then I stick it in the, I season it and stick it in the oven. But that's going to kind of roll right into our next topic too, because we are going to talk about pushing the turkey aside, and we're going to talk about the real Thanksgiving MVP.
Wow.
And I know you guys just touched on this one too. Apparently, butter is the real Thanksgiving MVP. A Talker research poll of 2,000 Americans found that 63% say their holiday meals would be doomed if they ran out of butter. When asked which dishes absolutely need it, respondents pointed to mashed potatoes, dinner rolls, cornbread, sweet potatoes, and stuffing. Of course,
Man.
I mentioned the turkey. You also got to rub it all over that. Some people do. That's what I do. It's kind of everywhere. Every nook and cranny you could imagine. 70% said they'd make a last-minute grocery run if they ran out of butter. So, Guy, what's your must-have Thanksgiving ingredient or dish?
Well, I love spicy, so I'm a hot sauce guy. So I put hot sauce. For me, it's not just any hot sauce; it's Tabasco, all in. But that's just for me. Family-wise, yeah, it's butter. I'm thinking of the desserts. To your point, the turkey. Not only do we rub the turkey down, but we take an injector.
Oh yeah.
And then you inject it with as much butter as you can.
Absolutely.
I'm thinking about my the sweet potatoes, the mashed potatoes. I mean, you have to have butter in order to have a great meal.
It's funny because I would not have thought of it until I read this survey, and then I was like, oh, yeah.
You gotta have it.
No question. Christina Sledge in the Lion Zoom room. Welcome back. Happy early Thanksgiving.
Hello.
How are
you?
Can hear you. We're going to get your picture back in just a second. Here we come. There you are.
There we are. Hi. Yeah, I've been away, guys. Been busy. Yes, definitely butter for sure. I need it for baked macaroni and cheese. Like we talked about if you have rolls, if you have just about everything, I think needs butter, or you got to have it on the side somehow.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I would make a run to the store for that. Actually, I have made a run to the store, either that or eggs.
Okay.
Last minute.
Yeah, I mean, the butter's going to make sure that everything, and I hate this word, but it's going to keep everything moist. And if you don't have that, then you've got to have a ton of gravy. Tanisha, you got a smirk. Do you agree with the butter?
Yes, country crock, garlic butter.
Oh, yeah.
Lather it up. I'm down with it.
Allison, do you feel the same?
Definitely. You have to have a lot of butter, and I'm also a garlic person, so I have to have garlic powder. A lot of that for everything.
Really?
We don't use salt. We just use garlic powder.
Yeah, garlic makes everything better.
And what about margarine or margarine?
People have some strong feelings about this. Tanisha, I'm going to come back to you because I saw the face that you just made when Guy mentioned margarine.
No, butter. Butter makes it better.
Salted butter.
There you go.
In my own,
salted butter.
own personal opinion. Unsalted butter is just,
Gross.
it's a waste. It's a waste. All right, this next one is for anyone dining out. Doesn't necessarily have to be for Thanksgiving, but it has the internet all fired up. You may have seen this story. A recent Reddit post, a man shared that he was dining solo, ended up in a seating standoff, but not with another patron of the restaurant, with the actual restaurant itself. According to the guy, he requested a standard table, and he says in a mostly empty establishment. However, he was told he had to sit at the bar because tables are strictly reserved for parties of 2 or more. The guy said he ended up skipping the meal altogether and just left the restaurant instead. So, Guy, banning a solo diner from a table.
This is bad business. I mean, I could fully understand if the restaurant happened to be packed and or, reservation after reservation. But to your point, that you said that's not the case. And so I understand the rule, but if you want to keep a customer happy, and as an establishment, that's what your job and that's what you're supposed to do, they should have done that. And now what are we doing? We're talking bad about the restaurant, and he's not going to go back.
No. Exactly. Melissa, we've talked before on this show on a variety of different topics about how the world, quote unquote, isn't meant for single people. Do you like the idea of banning patrons by them dining alone to the bar? They have to sit at the bar by themselves? Is that like the corner that you get sent into?
First of all, I want to know which restaurant this is, because
Name and
I
shame.
definitely would. I dine alone. I don't have the pleasure of dining with someone because I am single. But if I did everything the right way, which seems that this individual did the reservation, he did everything that he was supposed to do the right way. why would you force me to go to the bar and sit at the bar? If I reserved a table, why can't I sit down at the table? Perhaps, I was going through something, or I, didn't have an opportunity to sit down with someone, or I got stood up. Why would you force me to go sit at the bar? That is bad business, especially for single people out here who choose to be by themselves and you do things the right way. No, that is bad for business.
David, I also thought about the possibility. I mean, suppose you are like a food reviewer or a restaurant reviewer and
Good
you want
point.
to review the service. What's wrong with wanting to sit at a table, whether it's one person or two, the table's occupied?
Well, being a food critic, might be an exception. But if you're solo dining, you got to realize the business isn't all about you. There are empty seats that you are occupying with your at a table that could be filled by other customers and guests and diners, which will bring in more money for the restaurant. So proper etiquette, if you're not completely selfish, is to go to the bar and sit with the other solo diners.
Hot take from David.
Okay.
Christina, do you think a solo diner should be able to reserve a table for two for one?
Maybe you don't want to sit at the bar. I mean, you might want to just sit at a table. I know I'm short. I'm like 5'3". So sometimes sitting at those bars, it's like I feel like I'm in a high chair. So I'd rather sit at a table. Don't relegate me to the bar. Maybe just put me in a smaller table in the back or something. I'll take that. But yeah, no, I don't think that's right. Just because I'm by myself. No, this is bad business. Bad for business.
I have to agree with everybody but David. David, we agree on a lot of things, but I'm a little shocked by this one. I mean, if you come in and the place isn't full.
That's the key. Yeah.
And listen, I could probably order enough food and drinks to make up for whatever business you're going to lose from having that second person.
And then
never know.
What if you're a recovering alcoholic too? Meaning you don't want to sit at the bar.
Yeah,
You don't want that temptation. And so, something that...
I mean, like, eventually, do we need, like, a solo dining section where we just, like, you can only sit here? I don't know. I just think, I agree. I think it's bad for business. I'm curious you can weigh in on this story on our YouTube comment section and TikTok if anyone else out there is watching. Maybe somebody who works in the restaurant industry. All right. For a lot of people, this time of year is peak cuffing season. We've heard about that before. However... the flip side to that is you saw that person take their ring off and the judge's gavel. It's breakup season. In fact, experts have nicknames for the phenomenon. They call it the turkey drop or the turkey dump, and not the kind you might be thinking of. For new college students, it's usually the first time you come home, debuting the new you. And that could lead to a lot of long-distance breakups. You were dating somebody from high school, you both went off to college, you both come home, things have changed. Breakup, boom. For people in new relationships, the holidays can be a test. Do you really want this to be the person you ring in the new year with? Do you really want to introduce this person to your friends and family back home? Maybe not. Boom, breakup. If not, it's a pre-holiday breakup. I mean, a lot of people deal with that too. So guys, celebrating the holiday season in Splitsville, do you like this or not? Do you like the idea of like preemptively breaking up with someone before the holidays?
Yeah, I've done that.
No, it's
interesting. Guilty as charged. But in my 20s, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I didn't want to buy a gift.
That's a major
just straight up honest.
It's a lot of pressure on a new and maybe not so serious relationship.
Yeah, and that's the key. I mean, obviously, if I really, was all in, then, that's a dumb reason to break up over a stupid gift. But no, it was an excuse, and I mean, it worked out for the best. But yeah, I didn't have to buy a gift. Winning.
Yeah, Melissa shaking her head.
I'm surprised, guy. Like, I cannot believe you just said that.
In my 20s.
You not buy a gift? Are you serious?
Melissa, I have a worse story. I have my story is far worse. I'll save it till the end. All right, who should we go?
Save it till later. Me, I'm for the past 6 years, it's been very lonely. Me and my best friend just had this conversation before the show started. I've been by myself for the past 6 holidays, 6 years. I have never had the privilege of kissing somebody on New Year's. I've never had Christmas gifts from someone. Never had somebody to tell me, I love you. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for spending the holidays with me. So I can't really talk on this as far as breakup or, meeting somebody new because I've been by myself for the past 6 years. So I'm still looking. I'm still hopeful. I'm old, but I'm not dead yet.
There's still time.
There you go.
There's still time. Tanisha, how about you? Do you like this idea of preemptively breaking up with someone to not have to face the holidays with them?
No. I would definitely, if it's my family and I'm bringing someone up, just like God, I'm all in, of course, I'm going to be okay with it. But this new relationship situation, not so much. I'll let you be over there and I'll be over here.
I get it. Listen, we're going to talk to a relationship expert coming up at 9 o'clock tonight
wow.
on the Live Zone Primetime. All right, I'm going to share my story and you guys can judge me, and then we're going to take a break so I can recover a little bit. But when I was in college, I had been dating somebody all throughout high school. We were 5 years in, and I knew it was time to end it. And we were already had plans to go home together for Thanksgiving. And I desperately tried to hold off until afterwards. However, we knew each other really well. She knew something was off. So then we broke up. The weekend before, we then had to take a train ride home together. Man. Her parents were picking us up from the train station.
Man.
And we had to tell them, oh, by the way, we broke up. And then we had our train tickets back together as well. So I did not come out of that situation looking great.
Yeah.
But it happened in November, right before the holidays. So I am a statistic in this story. Keep the comments coming on all of these stories we have talked about so far, and apologies to everyone for that story. Coming up next, Burna Boy feeling the heat after a recent concert and why he kicked out a fan in the front row. Plus, the story that could have you second-guessing the finders keepers rule. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Do You Like It or Not on this Monday night, the Monday before a holiday, and you can kind of feel it in the newsroom that
like
it's
our
a
Wednesday.
holiday week. It does feel like a Wednesday. You are enjoying some time off.
Oh, yeah, I'm going Thursday, Friday.
Excellent, that's what I love to hear. Likewise. Just a, housekeeping note, we will be off Thursday and Friday, so thank you to everyone who tuned in tonight. Thursday and Friday, we'll take some time off and we'll be back on Monday, but we'll be here Tuesday and Wednesday. In the meantime, in West Virginia, Ben, you do have to thaw that bird like you said. I know you said you've never heard of rinsing it. I know. I can't explain it, but every year we do this story, and every year the CDC comes out and says, don't do it. Different strokes for different folks. It's your kitchen. Do what makes you happy. All right, let's talk about Afrobeats artist Burna Boy, though, because he is feeling the backlash, the heat, if you will, after a viral clip showed him stopping his Denver concert to not only call out, boot kick out
Wow.
a woman sitting in the front row. Why? Because she fell asleep.
Oh, gosh.
Take a listen.
I'm not doing no more song until you take her home. Real life.
So, if you didn't hear what he said, I'm not doing another song until you go home. That fan was escorted out by security, and she says that she was humiliated and later revealed that she had been mentally, physically, and emotionally drained, saying that it happened shortly after the death of her daughter's father.
Wow.
But Burna Boy has since doubled down on the incident, feeling no remorse, telling fans it's his show, he can do what he wants, adding that he won't tolerate anything he feels throws off the energy. So,
Wow.
pausing a concert, kicking out a fan, do you like this or not?
Pausing the concert, yeah. I mean, yeah, I want the energy high. I mean, but at the same time, she paid for a ticket. The purchase has been made, and I think it really boils down to ego in this case, his ego, to say that, hey, you're not dancing, you're not doing what I want you to do. Well, then, it just is what it is. I would have carried on with the show, and then to discover why she did that, and then to double down again. I don't know. I think it's just going to rub a lot of people the wrong way. He should have taken the high road, I think, and he didn't do it.
And even if he had said, like, hey, stand up or something like that, and kept going, calling her out, it is what it is. But kicking her out feels like a little bit of a... So we talked last week about Doja Cat. She had another one of her social media, meltdowns, for lack of a better phrase, picking a fight with her fans who were complaining that her show wasn't, like, high energy enough. So do you like that kind of interaction, that back and forth with fans and
I think it
artists?
makes you real. Yeah, I mean, you as a fan, you want to have that relationship or feel as though you can touch, reach out, communicate with the artist. But when it turns negative, no one really wins in that. Well, quite honestly, it's the fans that win. You as the artist, you look bad.
Looking bad.
Yeah, so I would have avoided that.
Yeah. All right. Allison, do you like this idea of Burna Boy kicking out a fan for falling asleep in the front row?
No, that's so disrespectful. And Chris, since you told your embarrassing story, I'll tell mine. You and I were both at the same high energy concert, and I fell asleep.
Did you?
But not for the same reason. I did, and it's only because I know I should not drink in public because I can't handle alcohol.
Okay.
And I was only asleep for like 3 or 4 minutes. But no, I think that was so mean because you never know what someone's going through.
Correct.
She actually was going through something. What if she had narcolepsy? And it's like her money still went toward him.
Yeah.
So for one, the fact that he called her out and humiliated her, that was horrible. You're messing up your fandom. That was just very disrespectful. He didn't have to draw attention to that lady. He needs to call her up and offer to pay for half of that man's funeral. That's what he should do.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we can love him.
Exactly. Christina, do you agree with Allison?
100%. Yes, I agree with Allison. Actually, Eddie is narcoleptic. My husband, Eddie, is narcoleptic. So, yeah, I mean, it's possible. You don't know what someone's going through, if they have a medication that makes them sleepy, or like allergy meds sometimes do that to people. I just think that's rude. Yeah, I do think I agree with Guy. I think that might be an ego issue at this point. Yeah, of course, you want everyone to enjoy the concert and be engaged. But if there's a medical issue or they're dealing with something, you just never know what someone's going through on any given day. So I think that was very rude.
Yeah.
And disrespectful.
I completely agree. And to your point, like, it could have been a medical episode. It could have been a person unconscious and not just asleep. And at that point, why are you going, as opposed to checking to make sure everything's okay, your first reaction being like, get out. And also punishing everyone else. I'm not going to continue this concert.
Good point.
It turns everyone against this one person. And again, you don't know the full story. All right, this next story, speaking of which, comes from Pennsylvania, and it may have you second guessing the finders keepers rule. I'm fascinated by this whole thing. A woman says she found $20 and then was charged with disorderly conduct for taking it. She posted about it on TikTok. Her name is Brianna. She says back in September, she and her sister went to Walmart for some crafting supplies. She says she found $20 left behind by someone at the self-checkout. She figured it was her lucky day, and she took it. About a week later, she says she got a call from police. It turns out someone reported the missing $20, and police used video to track her down. They told her in Pennsylvania, if money is left behind anywhere, it's a crime if you take it without making a, quote, reasonable attempt to find the owner. Brianna later posted an update saying she got a lawyer to get the charge dismissed, provided she returned the $20, which she did.
Wow.
So, Guy, there are A lot of different
Oh,
directions I
gosh.
want to go with this story, but we're going to start off with the most simple.
Yeah.
Finders keepers. Do you like this rule?
Yeah,
or not?
absolutely not. Finders, keepers, losers, weepers. Yeah, I mean, you left it, excuse me, left the $20 bill on the ground. So as a result, I am going to pick it up. From a legal standpoint, you have to make an effort. Define that. I mean, I pick it up, I look around, I made an effort. It's fine. So it's a dumb law, and I don't see how one could combat that. Now she had to spend more money to hire a lawyer, which costs way more than $20.
Yeah. I cannot believe the lengths. Getting the police involved, reviewing security tape, tracking down the person the person who called to say they lost $20. If I lost $20, I'd be like, well, that sucked. I lost. David, finders keepers, do you like it or not?
Question. I like it, if you lose $20, you lose $20. So the person who picked it up, I mean, I think you do have some kind of obligation to pay attention. If someone else puts a sign, "Hey, I lost $20 here," then and call me, then you should try to give it back. But for a small amount like that, I mean, you should be able to pick it up. Look around, like I said, you look around. Hey, anybody lose this? No. Well, I guess I keep it.
I see Melissa shaking her head. Yes.
That's the problem with this generation. They don't know how to keep things to themselves. They want to record themselves, make a big stink about everything. Put your foot on it, drop something, pick it up, mind your business, put it in your pocket, and keep it going. I don't know where Pennsylvania got this law from. That's so stupid.
It's fascinating that this is a law, and I don't know where else might have this law.
It doesn't exist anywhere else.
Allison, I mean, finders keepers?
Yeah, finders keepers. I mean, if somebody walked up oh, that was mine, I'd be like, all right, describe it, something like that. But other than that, if I find it, no one claims it, it's mine. That was a lot. They went through a whole Scooby-Doo mission. That was crazy.
I am stunned by this story. I will say, though, there is a part of me that does believe a little bit in karma. And so I have a pretty strict rule. When I do find cash denominations below a certain amount, if it's more than a certain amount, then I'm going to desperately try to find who it is. If it was $1,000 or something. If it's 20 or less, I find a little kid and I give it to them, and it's their lucky day. They will have more fun with it than I will. Thank you to everyone who joined us on this Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for everybody out there. We'll be back tomorrow night. Guy Lambert, thank you very much as well.
Love it, man.
Tomorrow, you can catch him, Live Zone, 12 to 2 p.m., right here on Fox Local and Fox 5 DC's YouTube page. For producer Jim, who's going to enjoy some time off, I'm producer Chris. We'll see you back here tomorrow night. Have a good one.